Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis, Corpus Christi, Texas. One of my most frequent requests was to drive Ocean Drive. Right along the water, Corpus Christi Bay. Shoreline Drive, Ocean Drive. Take that road along the water. What's that road that goes along the bay? All those requests, combining them into one. There they are. Road crews are out doing a little power washing. Beautiful morning. It's not even 9 a.m. on a Sunday yet, guys. So I don't know when this video will post, but not a whole lot of traffic yet. Just thought I would share the drive with you guys this morning. Love the brickwork in the street. Very nice. I had a couple other reasons to come to Corpus today. All work related. This is my job. It don't pay nothing, you know, but some people mentioned a few places they wanted to see, and I'm kind of combining this little trip to Corpus. I'm usually in the Rockport, Texas area, a half hour north of here. And I get over to Corpus a couple times a week. I like Corpus. Big towns, small towns, they all have nice parts and not so nice parts, you know? Someone suggested that I drive Saratoga. Someone wanted me to drive Leopard, and they're all good suggestions, but I thought I would get this one done. And it's been a while, but I've done this one a couple times. And there is a monument that I'm looking for over here. It's a 3-lane road, sir. You don't have to stay behind me. You could go around. I'm obviously touring. I'm very important. I got crap to do. Here's the secret, guys. I don't have crap to do. If I'm at a long red light, I'll be stopping the camera and then starting it again, so we're just not staring at the truck in front of us, looking at a red light. We got a green light. Pretty sweet. Moving again, guys. Moving right along. Heading south. We'll call it south. The road curves all over the place. There's the 2-story Whataburger. Art Center on the left. That is not the original Whataburger location, guys. I just took a break to film something for another video. I have 3 or 4 agendae today on my agenda. There's the new Residence Inn. New within the last few years anyway. Pretty nice. They have been working on this area for years now, and they've made some great improvements. Still a lot of work to go, but compared to what it was when I first moved here, this is progress. It's nice to see some palm trees that didn't fall to the polar vortex, so that's good. Beautiful church ahead. They light it up at Easter. Different colors. I believe it's purple. They light it up in purple, like a pinkish purple. Covered basketball court, and there are people playing basketball at 9:30 on a Sunday morning, so that's good. Playing before it gets too hot. That is the loaves and fishes statue right there. Jesus performing the miracle of the loaves and fishes. Emerald Beach Hotel. That statue is at the First United Methodist Church. We just crossed Buford. A lot of streets right here named after Civil War generals of the North and South, which kind of surprised me. Corpus Christi spawn right there. The Shoreline division. Man, it's gorgeous, guys. 87 degrees already. There is a heat advisory out for today, but that's pretty much every day in the summer in Corpus Christi. It's not every day, it's close to every day. And I guess they issue them for a reason, but the heat can get to you any day in the 9 months of summer that we get here. In the 2 or 3 weeks of winter. Birds! Glad we didn't get a bird in our intake engine. We would have had to land in a river. I just watched Sully a few nights ago, so I have bird strikes on the brain. Wow, construction in Corpus Christi. I didn't expect that at all. That's a shock. Some beautiful homes coming up here. Let's get through this construction. Bike lane closed. Guess we're driving on the bike lane, huh? It's a nice mellow drive. There's a crack in my windshield. You'll see that occasionally. Nice homes here, nice view of Corpus Christi Bay on the left. It's going to be a mix of sun and fluffy white clouds today. I didn't see, excuse my camera angle there. Had to go Batman on you for a minute. Remember the old Batman TV show? Whenever they went to the bad guy's lair, no matter who the bad guy was, the camera would always be slightly crooked. That way you knew who the bad guys were. Then Batman and Robin would beat him up with a biff and a pal and would come up on the screen. That show was awesome. So campy. First Baptist Church of Corpus Christi. Pew, pew, right there. Rich people houses. Rich people houses on the left and the right. I've done this street a few times where we've focused just on the houses. So if you like Corpus Christi drives, look through some of my older videos and they will be labeled as such. About a year and a half ago, I drove for Uber and Lyft. So I basically, whenever I didn't have a call, I would record while I was driving. Never recorded with a customer in a car. You know what? I did record once with a customer in the car. Because there was a man up on the Harbor Bridge, on top of the bridge. And you're not allowed to say what he was considering doing while he's up there. But he wasn't enjoying the view. And they got him down that day. And gave him some mental health care. And when they released him from the mental health care, he took his life, which is sad. Very sad. Great conversation, Dennis, for a Sunday morning. Lots of potholes, guys. You know those construction barrels? I wonder how many are out right now in Corpus Christi. It's got to be staggering, right? All the construction in this area. There's got to be 50,000 barrels out there. Where do we get that stat from? The stat on, excuse me, there's a gentleman jogging with no shirt. Put some clothes on, buddy. I know it's hot, but I think if I had to go jogging now, well, first off, it would last about 48 seconds, but I would have to go at night, or I'd really try to go early in the morning when it was at the coolest temperature of the day, you know? The water's pretty, guys. The water is pretty. Just a little mellow drive. More barrels make that 50,004, 50,005, 50,006. They love to set up barriers and barrels and construction signs in Corpus, but it's pretty rare I see anyone working on it. Let's just get the whole crew together and do one block at a time, instead of having 80 projects going where there's no one working. That's just me. I don't live here and I don't pay taxes here. But I do have to go to jury duty in a few weeks in Aransas County. So go figure that out. There's a good restaurant right on the left there, that yellow building. What's it called? The Yard Arm? I believe it's called the Yard Arm. Couldn't quite make out the sign from where I'm at. Here's some of the older hotels right here. And look in good shape. This goes all the way down to Texas A&M and ends at the old Naval Air Station. And I saw a movie a few years back with excuse the bumps, guys, Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg, called Two Guns, and they have a big scene at the Naval Air Station in Corpus Christi. So the light's out here. If we turn right here, a few hundred yards up on the right is the cemetery where Selena is buried. And I've done videos from there before. If you're interested, you can look that up. Selena has her grave there. There's a guy out biking. Relatively smooth through here. Not bad at all. Yeah, there's two other spots that I'm gonna check here. I already checked one. When I shut the camera off, I filmed another little project I'm working on, part of another project that I'm working on, and I think that's going to be a shorter video. I don't think I have enough for a 10-minute video, but I have to go to two locations for that, and that the teaser will be, it involves Native Americans. How's that? So you guys can all Google and cheat. And while I was over here, I filmed over in the Heritage District of Corpus Christi. A friend that's a subscriber had asked me to check out a specific location, and we did that. beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And there's like 5 different parks on the left, and we've done videos from all of them where they'll have sitting areas, or some of them have some statues or memorials or monuments. It's a nice little drive, especially like this when there's no traffic on a weekday, when everyone's trying to get to class down here at Texas A&M. It can get a little crowded down here. Sorry guys, I try to keep the crack out of the picture. People got their American flags going. That is nice to see. So we're not going to turn here like I usually do out of force of habit. We're going to stay here and go as far as we can. Years ago, I went to the Naval Air Station and saw they had, oh, what do you call that, guys? I want to say a plane show, you know? An air show, there it was. At the naval base, and you went in and parked, and you got on buses, and they took you to an area, and you got to walk through several military vehicles and planes and helicopters, and the Army had a helicopter simulator there where like a virtual type thing, and you were the machine gunner with the doors open on the helicopter. And I gotta tell you folks, you give me a machine gun and a helicopter, I can shoot some people on the ground. I don't know why they don't let old people join the military, because we're certainly not afraid of dying. It's just taking a few weeks off our lives, you know. Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi. We've done videos from back there. I used to drive students here all the time. You know who are not good tippers? College students. Like, thanks for the ride, man. Can you give me 64 cents so I can have $3 to buy lunch today? I'm like, yep, here you go, buddy. There's a young lady paddleboarding. Paddleboarding completely fascinates me. I don't get to go down here too often, and there is a cool little bridge area. Basically driving from the American Bank Center, where the road starts, till they tell me no entry beyond this point. Anytime I see some naval personnel and they're armed, I do what they say. I'm gonna have to do a little research on some of those museums in Corpus that I haven't been in yet for future videos. There's someone, is that kite surfing? Yeah, I'm gonna call that kite surfing, where they're on like the board with the big parachute thing up in the air. There's some trash cans. Still Corpus Christi Bay to our left, and I'm assuming to the right is part, well, is this isolated? No, I think this is part of the Laguna Madre on the right, and I definitely could be wrong about that. People fishing. Aren't you glad I pointed that out, guys? You never would have figured out that the people with fishing poles with their lines in the water were fishing. Absolutely beautiful out. Yeah, I've probably only been down here 2 or 3 times in my life. On this particular road. Well, I usually have to tell a bad joke every video. And I had asked Siri for a joke. And Siri said, don't even get me started on Velcro. It's a total ripoff. So, thank you, Siri. And a bunch of you guys have posted jokes, and I have screen captures on them. But since I'm operating a motor vehicle and recording with my only device, I don't have access to them while I'm driving. And I do have another advice that I got from Adventuring Art. So thank you, Art. And I do use it to watch movies and listen to music. And I need to work it into my part of my videos. Well, guys, I would say it's as far as we could go. This is the old back entrance to the naval base, as far as I know. And they are not going to let us in. Gate closed. Well, guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for riding along. On my way to Corpus today, I cleaned my windshield. I apologize for all the bugs we picked up along the way. And I want to thank you all for riding along today. Thanks for watching, everyone.